All right, welcome back. Whether he's behind the scenes or center stage, our next guest, no stranger to the New York comedy scene.
Yeah, here to talk to us about his experiences from performing at the iconic Caroline's on Broadway to owning the city's newest comedy club is comedian P.J. Landers, New York's very own.
Welcome, P.J.
Thank you very much for having me. Good morning.
I mean, before we get to all the questions about the nitty-gritty, is it kind of like a pinch me moment for you? Because you grew up in Queens, and now look at you, you're big time in the city.
It's an amazing experience to come from Sunnyside, Woodside, Queens, and now owning a place basically on the Great White Way.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a block away from Broadway.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing thing to own a club in the greatest city in the world.
Were you a funny kid?
I was a funny kid. I was. And I think I got that from my mother and grandfather, both Irish, and got that feeling as a redhead, always protective, you know.
Were you the class clown? Did you get
A
in
little
trouble?
bit of the class clown,
Catholic school or no?
Catholic school.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
here
knew
we
guys
go.
like you.
Yeah.
I knew
and
guys
I know
like
this
you.
is a family show, but one of my first albums was Richard Pryor in 1976.
Oh, wow.
And I went in the next day and did half that album. And if you know that
yes,
album,
of
half
course.
of the album could not be seen or heard anywhere.
Yep. Steve Martin's Let's Get Small came out not too far after
Right
that.
after
that
that.
was a good one. We
That
had
was
that
a-
one as well.
That's
But you
incredible.
started your career, like you did stand up like 30 years ago here in the city?
I did. I took a class from a guy who's still doing business. His name is Stephen Rosenfield.
Okay.
The stand-up comedy experience, and it transformed me. I went from being a funny guy to be able to take a crowd of 2 people to 1,000 people and make them laugh all at the same time.
That's so interesting. There is a difference between being just the class clown or funny to be able to be a comedian and really command an audience. I would imagine.
Relatable.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Because the class clown can easily say something off the top of the cuff real quick in the class, get that quick laugh. But then when you have to hold somebody 5, 10, 15 minutes, an hour of time, that's the trick. That's the idea of being a comic and just being yourself on stage as well.
You did Caroline's.
I did Caroline's. Caroline's, this is the amazing story about everything, right? When I first did this class, it was at Caroline's. First time
Intimidating.
performing, 150 people.
Were you scared?
I was nervous beyond belief. I got up there. My mother was sitting in the front row smoking a cigarette because she could smoke that day. And after the show, I said, "Ma, what happened?" Because every time I told a joke, she went. And every time I told a joke, she didn't laugh. I said, "Ma, what happened?" She goes, "I was so nervous." But boy, did that audience love you.
Wow.
And it was that kind of inspiration that kept me going, you know.
You did a lot of work producing shows as well. Do you prefer being funny sometimes behind the scenes, or do you prefer being out there with your face right there in the crowd?
I do enjoy both of it.
Yeah.
I do. You know, behind the scenes to get all of my friends together and put on an incredible show of comedians, and then get up there and actually be part of that actual audience that you've created,
Yeah.
the people that you've brought in, things like that. You know, the name Comedy Village is an interesting name. Many people say, "Oh, it's in the Village," right? And I said, yes, that's where it started, but the name Comedy Village comes from my mother.
Oh.
And I'm going to try to get this out. It's a comedy show. We should be happy about this. So the name Comedy Village comes from her. She said to me, "What are you going to call the place?" And I said, "I don't know." She goes, "How about Comedy Village?" And I said, "Yeah, makes sense. We're in the Village. It's a comedy club." She goes, "No, you dummy. It's because it takes a village to raise a child." And you said that you wanted to treat this place, get all of your friends on, make sure that they bomb or if happening.
Yeah, right.
So that's why we call it the Comedy Village.
Well,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
And the name of your place is?
The Comedy Village is the
Comedy
name of the
Village.
village. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. So that's what we named it. And even though we're in Midtown Manhattan on West 44th Street, it's the idea of the place. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, I
who's
love
coming
that.
into it? Comics can go up there and just relax. Audience members can come and laugh at the most silliest things if they want
Do
to.
you have anything, amateur nights, where people get up there and are trying their hand for the first time? Do you have anything like that?
We do. We have an open mic every night at 6 o'clock.
Do you ever find the people particularly good?
Not right up front, but yes, if you watch them.
like
you know.
anything.
No, it is, because people who are starting comedy, they have to have a place to go, and that's what we like to give them. We give them this forum, this stage time to get up there and do their thing.
Yeah, I mean, and after Caroline's closed, how important do you feel like it is to have comedy clubs, live comedy?
Yeah.
It is important, and you know, Caroline's was such an amazing place. Caroline
Yeah.
Hirsch ran this place for over 40 years. She was in 3 different locations, and of course, the staple of the world. Broadway where she was, and she put on incredible shows. And to be part of this neighborhood and in the area where she once did her thing is incredible. You know?
You've acted as well, and I'm always impressed how comedians seem to, maybe it's just an illusion, but they seem to seamlessly be great actors all of a sudden. You see these comedians and boom, they're movie stars. How did your acting career go?
I think it's interesting that you say that. I think we have a deeper understanding of things. I think we can go to both sides. You know, for me, the comedy is easy.
Yeah.
You know, I wake up, I feel comedy. But also the not the darker side, but the dramatic side comes out because we see both sides. We're all, as an only child, I was always watching people completely and learning about them and what they were about.
So tell us about the big show
Yeah, the
tonight.
big show.
It's exciting. This is our first New Year's Eve show. Being in the new location, where we have two shows. We have an 8 o'clock and a 10 o'clock. The 8 o'clock is going to go to about 9:30, and then we'll have a little gathering after that. And then the 10 o'clock show, we're going to stop at 11:30. We're going to turn on WPIX.
Yeah.
And we're going to ring in the new year and
Perfect.
have a great party.
Oh my gosh, talk about the perfect place to be on New Year's Eve.
It's, you know what it is? We're less than a block away from Times Square. We're
Exactly.
not in the heart of it, so the craziness is not
Just right,
happening.
right?
But
Close
we're
enough,
just
but
right.
right on
And we
the
have a
edge.
great bunch of people coming tonight. We have a guy named Nick Simmons, who's been on CBS, opens up for Brian Callen.
Yeah.
We have another guy, Nick Callis, who's been on MTV. Our host, lovely comic, she's performed on the New York Comedy Festival, Chrissy Gregory. The New York Comedy Festival 20-year anniversary, produced by Caroline's.
Wow.
And it was such an incredible thing to be part of that, which we were this year as well.
Well, congratulations to you.
Yeah,
I'm so happy
congratulations.
for you.
Thank you.
What
Thank
a
you.
great life story you have.
Appreciate that. It's great to be here.
Your mom did good.
Your mom did do good. All right.
Loretta, she's here.
Loretta.
Oh, well, PJ, congrats.
Pleasure, PJ.
And Happy New Year to you.
Yes.
And you can still buy tickets for PJ's show tonight at comedyvillage.com. Go check it out.